Gonna do a walkthrough for a seller here. I'm gonna go in, take a look and see how the property looks, see if there's any recommendations I can give and let them know my thoughts. Got a lot going for this house, but there's a few things I want to look at and point out, both to you and the seller, to see if we can get this house ready for the market. So this house is great. It's got main level bedrooms. It's got not just one, but two main level bedrooms. This one's a pretty good size one. Nice size closet in here. One thing that I want to check, yeah, see this vent is not giving any air. Turned the air on when I got here. It's been a little warm. So let's check this one. Yeah, that one's giving some air. That's good. But the one over there, it's not giving any air. So that's got to be looked into by a handyman. Cosmetic things here and here. Nothing, just a fresh coat of paint wouldn't fix right away. There's another thing I noticed. The doors probably need to be shaved off a little bit at the bottom because they're sticking on the carpets, more so upstairs that we'll see. Downstairs, full bathroom. So that's nice, you know, for the 2 bedrooms here, you've got this full bathroom. And this kind of thing right here, a little cracking in the bathroom. That's just due to lack of ventilation. You got a lot of humidity built up in here, and it's going to cause the paint to bubble up and crack like that. So, you know, you can open the window all you want, but it probably need a fan in here. We'll take a look at the kitchen before we head upstairs. A lot of counter space in here. And this is bubbling. And that could just be humidity. It was really hot in here when I got in here. But the AC has not been on, it'll cause these kind of cosmetic cracks. Light works good. Fan works. And these are all things that will come up in an inspection, so, okay. Let's try a couple others. Okay, so let's head upstairs. So you've got those bedrooms down there, and then here we go up here. Now this is a kind of a bigger primary suite up here, as well as the one downstairs. This one's a little bit bigger. And needs paint. But yeah, here we go, a little more paint bubbling. You know, again, to a buyer, this would be very concerning. You're like, what is happening in this house? But really, it's a simple explanation. You know, the paint has gotten some moisture from, and I believe it's going to be the air conditioning just isn't run the way it should be here. And so, you know, the moisture is going to build up, and it's going to do that to the paint. So, you know, something we could repair very easily, but looks bad as it is. Now, what's great about this house also is it's got this upstairs laundry room. I mean, that's fantastic. You don't see that often. Now, this bathroom, it's the upstairs full bathroom. This one has a little more damage due to moisture from the shower. Again, it looks horrible. If I was a buyer, I'd say, oh my gosh, what's going on with this? But very simple fix with just scraping and painting it, and then maybe adding a fan in here, or be more diligent about the air conditioning and the window being open while you're taking a shower. Large bedroom sizes in this house, which is great. This one's got dual closets here. Now this is an access panel for the shower. So you're gonna see this in a lot of houses. Sometimes it's in the hallway, sometimes in a closet, just depending on where the shower backs up. So that is so plumbers can take that off and access the plumbing and do fixes if it's needed. Now this is the door that I was alluding to earlier. I mean, they're all not great, need to be shaved, but this one, it's about as far as I comfortably want to go without messing with the carpet too much. You want to shave it off just enough that it's not going to be affected by the carpet, but not so much that there's going to be a gap under there. This house is in Penn Hills, incidentally, and the Penn Hills Code Enforcement Office will come and do an inspection, and they'll make sure that things like the handrails are secured, and that's a condition of a sale in Penn Hills, along with a dye test, which we can discuss in another time. So here we are in the basement. We'll look over for maybe any signs of bowed walls, any moisture, and also the systems. Let's take a look and see anything that stands out. Ages, things are important. So this one, I noticed earlier that the sticker on the water heater shows 2016. The date that the plumber had written on here is 2017. Really what that just means is it was assembled and shipped out to wherever it sits in 2016, and then it was actually put into service here at the house in 2017. So you'll see that a lot. It's got an expansion tank here. That's part of code as well, just to make sure that any pressure that gets built up doesn't blow the water heater, but goes into the expansion tank. So the furnace, oh, here's the sticker. So I didn't find the exact date on the sticker, probably just not looking too close, but I do see that it's installed here, or the plumber wrote installed in 2019. The actual date that the furnace actually went into service in 2019, it could have been manufactured the year before that, 2018 possibly.